Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today's video dives into something that so many people ask about, but rarely get honest, real, and powerful answers to. If you've ever wondered how to make a man miss you so deeply that he starts thinking about you constantly, checking his phone for your messages, replaying your conversations in his mind, and craving more of your presence, then you're in the right place. What I'm about to reveal isn't just random advice. These are psychological triggers and relationship dynamics that have worked for countless people and can transform the way a man thinks about you. So sit back, relax, and make sure you watch until the end. Because once you understand these secrets, you'll have the kind of influence that makes a man genuinely miss you like crazy and value you on a whole new level. The first secret starts with one powerful idea. A little bit of mystery goes a long, long way. Human beings are naturally curious, and men especially are wired to pursue, to explore, and to figure things out. When you bring even a small amount of mystery into your interactions, you immediately make yourself more unforgettable. And this doesn't mean being distant or cold, but it does mean being selective about what you reveal and when you reveal it. When a man feels like there's more to learn about you, more to uncover, he becomes mentally invested. He starts thinking about who you are when you're not with him, what you're doing, what you're thinking, and suddenly his mind keeps drifting back to you. This is why you shouldn't always be too available. If every time he calls or texts you respond instantly, he never has a chance to wonder about you when you allow yourself to have moments where you're busy, focused on your own life, or simply not glued to your phone. It subtly communicates that you are a person worth chasing. You become someone with layers he wants to explore. And that feeling alone makes him miss you more than you can imagine. Social media plays a big part in this too. Many people think posting every detail of their life keeps the other person engaged, but the opposite is often true. Leaving a little space for him to wonder what you're up to is far more effective. You don't need to document every meal, every outing, every thought. Let him have moments where he thinks, I wonder what she's doing right now. That curiosity builds emotional longing. And remember, men enjoy the chase far more than they admit. When you're slightly unpredictable, not in a dramatic way, but in a confident, self-assured, independent way, you create an energy that draws him in. He'll start missing you not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. The next secret is something that instantly raises your value in a man's eyes. Show him you have a life outside of him. Men are drawn to women who are engaged, passionate, and fulfilled in their own world. When you keep your friendship strong, spend time doing the things you love, and nurture your own personal goals, it sends a powerful message. It shows him that while he may be important, he is not the center of your universe, and believe it or not, this makes him want to be closer to you. One of the biggest mistakes people make in relationships is giving up everything else the moment they catch feelings. But when your world becomes too small, when everything revolves around him, he stops appreciating your presence. On the other hand, when he sees that you have hobbies, passions, ambitions, and people you love to spend time with, it makes him realize that being part of your life is a privilege, not a guarantee. And that realization alone makes him miss you more deeply and more often. Another powerful step in making him miss you is showing interest in his world as well. Everyone wants to feel seen, valued, and appreciated. When you take time to understand the things he cares about, whether it's his hobbies, his work, his goals, or even the small things he lights up talking about, you create a deeper emotional bond. You don't have to become an expert in his interests, but genuine curiosity goes a long way. Ask him about the things he loves. Listen actively and show that you respect his passions. When a man feels like you understand him, or at least want to understand him, he becomes emotionally connected. An emotional connection is what makes him crave your presence when you're not around. Giving him space to enjoy his hobbies without feeling guilty is equally important. When you respect his time and interests, he values you even more. Now let's talk about the classic and timeless technique, playing hard to get. Many people misunderstand this idea, thinking it means acting uninterested, but that's not the point at all. It's about balance. It's about giving him just enough attention to keep him warmed up, but not so much that he feels there's no excitement left. When you create just a bit of distance, a bit of unpredictability, you naturally spark desire. A man who feels like he still has something to win, a little pursuit left to chase, becomes more invested. This doesn't mean ignoring him or being rude. It simply means not making yourself too easy to access. When he feels like he has to put in effort to win your time and attention, he automatically starts valuing you more, and when he values you more, he misses you more. Another simple but incredibly effective technique is ending the conversation first. This works because it leaves him wanting more. When you choose the moment to gracefully wrap up the discussion, whether it's a text exchange, a phone call, or an in-person chat, you shift the dynamic just enough to leave him thinking about you afterward. You don't have to be abrupt or cold. Just politely excuse yourself at a natural stopping point. Doing this creates a small emotional gap that he instinctively wants to close, and that desire makes him miss you in a very real way. He will start anticipating the next conversation, the next moment, the next exchange, and that anticipation fuels attraction. Finally, the most important secret of all is simply being genuinely happy. Happiness is magnetic. When you are confident, fulfilled, and glowing from within, people naturally gravitate toward you. A woman who is genuinely happy with herself becomes unforgettable. When you show that your joy does not depend entirely on him, it creates a powerful attraction. Men admire women who bring positivity, light, and warmth into their lives. Happiness makes you look more radiant, more attractive, and more irresistible. When a man sees that you are content, confident, and emotionally solid, he wants to be part of that joy. Happiness creates a presence that lingers even when you're not around, making him think about you more and more. These tips aren't just tactics to get attention. They're foundations for building a strong, healthy, emotionally balanced connection. When you combine mystery with independence, curiosity with confidence, and joy with self-respect, you naturally become unforgettable. And that's what makes a man truly miss you in the deepest, most genuine way. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more relationship advice and powerful insights. Drop a comment below and tell me which one of these secrets you're going to try first. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.